With great power comes great responsibility. It's an important lesson, but unfortunately, His Holiness must have decided to play hooky that day because he decided to abuse his power by taking advantage of a minor, a 7-year-old boy. For those of you that don't know, the Dalai Lama, an 87-year-old spiritual leader, is currently trending number 2 on Google right now for doing something awful and indefensible. Although I've still seen people try, but we'll get to that. The Dalai Lama does meet and greets like you'd see a mall Santa Claus do. But instead of getting a nice picture and a little ho ho ho, this young boy got something much, much worse. In the video, which I cannot show you here for obvious reasons, the young boy walks up to the Dalai Lama and asks, "Can I hug you?" So the Dalai Lama invites him up on stage, points to his cheek, and says, "First here," prompting the boy to give him a hug and a kiss on the cheek, which is already kind of weird. But right now we can give him the benefit of the doubt. Hey, maybe the kiss on the cheek is a culture thing. No worries there. But then it gets worse. He points to his lips and says, "I think finally here also." And he doesn't just point to his lips and leave it at that. He grabs the boy by the chin, pulls his face towards him, and gives him a kiss right on the lips. Now, this is already jail time in my opinion, but it gets worse. His Holiness then finishes with, "And now suck my tongue," sticking his tongue out, and he puts his face literally like less than an inch away from the kid's face. Yoshi's right on up to him, and he holds it there, right next to the traumatized kid's face for like 6-7 seconds before finally realizing, oh, he's not going to do it. And then going, ha 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 ha, laughing it off. Like it's just all one big old joke, even though he already kissed him right on the mouth. So then he dismisses the boy, he goes off stage with probably trauma for the rest of his life. So suffice it to say, this is absolutely disgusting, deplorable, and predatory behavior. This would be terrifying if my grandpa did this to me when I was 7 years old. So to have somebody who is supposed to be a trustworthy and respectable figure of authority do this to a little kid, in front of cameras no less, just boils my blood. And just to laugh it off afterwards like it's some big joke, where's the joke? What's funny about it? I fail to see what's funny about kissing a kid on the lips and trying to get him to suck your tongue. What, it's just a prank, bro? But here's my question though. What would he have done if the kid actually did it and sucked his tongue? What would he have done? Would have been like, "Oh, you idiot, I can't believe you actually did that." Or would he have just taken it? Enjoyed it? I don't know. I think the Dalai Lama's really lucky that it didn't happen though, because he's already in hot water. And the fact that he's also doing this in front of cameras is incredibly alarming. It should be a huge red flag to anybody, because if he's willing to pull a kid's face, kiss him on the lips, and try and get him to suck his tongue on camera, what is he doing when the cameras aren't rolling? Because of all the backlash, His Holiness actually put out a nothing burger of an apology on Twitter, because he has a Twitter. Why not? He said, "A video clip has been circulating that shows a recent meeting when a young boy asked His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, if he could give him a hug. His Holiness wishes to apologize to the boy and his family, as well as his many friends across the world, for the hurt his words may have caused." I don't think the words are what caused the hurt, buddy. His Holiness often teases people he meets in an innocent and playful way, even in public and before cameras. He regrets the incident. Yeah, I'm sure he does regret the incident, because now everybody thinks he's a predator, because he is. I would regret the incident too. But the fact that it says teases in a playful and innocent way, do you, the viewer, think kissing a random kid on the lips is innocent and playful? Hell no. Even Cardi B called him out for being a predator as well. I saw stuff about that. There's articles you can read. And for those trying to defend the Dalai Lama's actions, stop it. Just stop it. I've seen people say things like, "You don't know anything about their culture, man. Maybe it's just part of their culture, man. You don't know." Well, what I do know, from watching the video, you can go find it if you like, is that kid was clearly uncomfortable. And for two, I've seen cultures where kissing as a greeting is acceptable, right? The whole like, mwah, kiss on the cheek thing, that's fine. Never on the lips though, and never from an adult to a kid, okay? And especially There is no culture I've ever seen in my life that it is acceptable to ask for a tongue sucking from a child. If you think that's a cultural greeting, you're an idiot. Get off my channel. Well, that's all. Hit subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.